You have two people that want to contact you. Two individuals who realized they made some mistakes. But that's the thing, guys. The word mistake is funny. There's no real such thing as a mistake. We have left path, right path choices. You guys, two of you here, there's two people in your energy right now. One of them feels like coming back into your life. Would they be looking like a clown trying to reach out to you? Do you even care about them is what I'm hearing. Another source feels the growth. And the other source, I feel like they're opening up. They're about to reveal this secret. So you have two people that are absolutely honing in on you right now. One person doesn't feel resilient enough. They cannot admit that they were wrong. But another one feels like they're not going to make obstacles anymore. You're going to have what you hear all the time, a decision to make. But I feel like the true decision to make is seeing that you... Go with me here. You don't have to choose. You wouldn't want this person anymore. There was a time frame in life if this person would have came to you stating, I'm so sorry, I want to work this out, I did this, I did that, that you would have been resilient and decided to go forward with it. Not anymore. And the thing, this person, they wouldn't, I just sense them in this lifetime. They are far too closed up in their own bubble to be willing to show you truly how much it scarred them, you choosing yourself and leaving this dynamic. Spirit, I want you to know that there's a reason a couple of people have been popping into your head randomly that haven't been there for a long time. You have an ex that's thinking about you, that's watching you. You have another person where the ocean is very much speaking. There could be water placement within the dynamic. This person could be a water placement. There's also a sense of maybe you went to the water with this person. You could have gone to the beach with them quite a bit. Could have been one of your spots, or even a lake, a pond, a river. Water was a big thing. Yeah, we have an individual that's stating, wow, there's a few cards. There's two. They absolutely knew they manifested you into their life, and they want to bring you balance now. They're not hiding away from what's bringing them inspiration. They're not hiding away from their destiny is what they feel. Somebody's cleaned their energy. So basically what they're stating is that ex that's randomly came on your mind recently, let that go. You are correct that they're vibing on your energy, and there's nothing you can really do to get them to not look at you, because from my sense, a lot of you here could have that person blocked, or you've made it clear to them that you don't really want them to be in your life again. They have the ability to look at your social media. They have the ability to be in your life. This is the type of person that will just find a way if they want to, even if it would be looking at your profile and etc. from somebody else. For any reason, this is a person that you work with or you could see frequently in your hometown, etc. They're letting you know that they can't touch your energy. And that even though this person loves you from afar, they're still very envious of the attention you receive. And they're very envious of the people who get to receive your attention. But this other individual, you see, this is interesting. It's quite a few different vibes. Remember, these are collective takes what resonates. But for a lot of you, there's a sense of like, this person's ready for you. And I'm sensing it's not even that you're ready for them. You're ready for whatever is supposed to be part of your guys' timeline. You've let go completely of expectations. You've let go of thinking it has to be this way. It has to be this person. you see what matches now, and you understand nothing's set in stone. We have left path, right path decisions every day. So somebody has aligned back with you. Somebody in the past was lying to you when they said they wanted nothing to do with you. Or along those lines of words. Remember, guys, do not make this fit. This was a person that was like a toxic dynamic. If this was a person where safety was ever a question, this reading's not for you. When I state that this person said that they did not want to be with you anymore, or that it was best for you two not to be in each other's lives, and they were saying that to make you go away, this is the cheesiest fucking thing, but this is the only thing I can think of. The energy of like how Edward told Bella that he didn't want to be with her because he was trying to save her from him, from his life. That's the energy of this person. And if it's not that energy, do not try to go back to something that's toxic. Do not try to make something fit, because I can assure you, the connection we have here is a person who maybe could have been stubborn in the past, but they're absolutely willing to work with you. Yeah, this person's done with the period of life they have lived. They're like changing their perspectives. They're considering other options. They're seeing, when do I create obstacles for myself? I ask for change, so I have to be willing to receive it, even if it didn't come in the way I expected. This person, they see your ability to share, and that the reason you get continued success is because you continue to give. You help people change their perspective on things that are very taboo, because your words, your energy, your soul overspeaks the ego. This person wasn't ready in the past to push forward with you because you were activator. You were so much activation in their life, and it scared the shit out of them. Your energy simply alone would send rushes through them and make them think. Like, you had to have met this person at least a year ago. At least, because there's been at least a year of like a constant echo of your voice in their head. They see you're in an extremely good period of life. The lotus flowers are extremely resonating. That has been such a new thing I've been channeling lately, is like in the past week, is lotus flowers. And then these are my tattoo tarot. Somebody very, very much could have gotten a tattoo, a form of upgrade. This could even be a home arrangement change. Take it as it resonates. But the thing is, they see how they can share these happy moments with you. That's how they can share these happy moments with you. That they're 1000% ready to like show you their tears as well. That's another thing. This person, so many times they've wanted to talk to you, but as soon as they tried, they would choke up. They would choke up, and they're like, I'm not even going to be able to get any words out. How can I tell this person I love them for who they are? How do I tell this person that there's something? I feel like they know something. They feel like they know something about you that you don't know they know. This could even just be an energy intensity of, there could have been people in the past that were connected to this individual from your past way old self that is like so outdated. The person that was explained to them that you were was actually never who you even were to begin with. I'm feeling a sway of craziness right now, because I feel like a long time ago, this person heard ill will on your name, and then throughout time, they learned the person, people, etc., who had that negative view of you No matter if they knew you or not, if it was just word of mouth, this is what I think of them, or if they were somebody from your past you were a friend with, take it as it resonates. Their life spoke for themselves, that they were not somebody to trust opinions, that they were a person that could fabricate or add things. You have continued to grow, and a big thing this person states, they knew they were deceitful to you in the past. There's a weird energy of this person feeling guilty when it comes to you. Everything in their intuition is telling them to follow and be vulnerable with you. And in recent times, I think they've met new family, newfound family, new friends, or etc., that maybe they've been able to open up about how even within this separation between you two, even with everybody else being shed that no longer serves, you still come in their forefront. And in fact, you only come in their forefront when there is no distractions. There's a beetle, a blue beetle, and the ring on this card just keeps standing out so much. The gold ring and the blue beetle. There could have been some form of separation with the ring. I'm seeing the ring off a finger and kind of like hollow in the middle. And then with the web, there's not a web, their honeycomb looks in the back, but it looks like a web to me. This person knows, it looks like you must, your stuff pops up on their social media all the time. There was a time frame where they weren't following you. There was a time frame where they would purposely not, like, they would block you on things or etc. However this resonates, and still somehow you would pop up, even if it was you were tagged in a picture with a friend, or it was a form of social media they didn't have you blocked on. It's like Spirit was always throwing in their face that this is somebody that you're going to return to. As they've shed what no longer serves, more and more signs are to push forward and have no doubts when it comes to you. Their friends, their found family that they're asking for advice about you, they can see something different in them when, like, something sensitive, something very deep come out when they speak, when this person speaks your name. The deceit, what's the deceit about that they feel like there's something that they're keeping back from you, which is why another reason they haven't so far brought you this inner truth. Let's see. The three key factors that they feel that there is some form of deceit that they were keeping behind. There was really three key factors, but there was one little slant. So if you were wondering if this had to do with some form of home life arrangement, it does feel like, you see with the plant here, and there's an outline of this plant here, I feel almost like this plant vanished from one home, one area to another. There was moving. There was building. There was expansion. There was, I'm leaving what no longer serves as a physical location to move to somewhere safer or more high vibrational, or to be with the good guys. It's interesting, the good guy. There is a deep embed. There is somebody that they felt so much stability and connection with, and they never wanted this person to leave their side. And it feels like whoever this is, they've set a foundation. They've worked through their problems. This could be some form of family member. Take it as it resonates, a best friend, etc. But there's somebody in their life that involved their home living situation that could have been an influence in the past of why you two wouldn't be able to work out, but now almost is kind of like in favor of you two. It's like, you know what? If this is meant for you, if this is something that is calling to you, go for it. It's something worth seeing, something worth the risk, worth the reward. The other domino effect was, it's not always just some outside source. A deep reason. You see, this person's a tango partner. You're a guide and a support to each other. You're not the mirroring half. This individual, you had to see who in the mirror was beautiful. And for them to see the person in the mirror was beautiful, you had to see it as well for you. There's a domino effect. I know that that sounded very crossed, but that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Working through mental barriers together, you saw in your eyes, you saw that person as drop dead gorgeous, and in that person's eyes, they saw you as drop dead gorgeous, but you didn't see yourself as it. A thing that separated you two was both of your self disbelief. A connection this strong, this important. They won't have you two be with each other until you're healthy enough, until you're ready. You had to realize that there's really no such thing as luck. Luck is only positive vibrations being brought back to you. You both are night owls. You see the beauty in yourself now. And that has been a domino effect to your person. They see the beauty in themselves now. They see that you are part of this new home. There was another connection. There was a third-party connection that was a romantic person. And they started realizing, why am I protecting this? This person's vengeful and green, but not, like, when I say the word green, you know, thinking the word green can be meant in so many different ways. But this feels like money hungry. Like, this person was very superficial. They were chained to some form of addiction. This person brought out a very wild side of your person. I feel both of you have had your past. Both of you have changed and upgraded so much from that disheartened person you used to be. They were connecting. They were staying connected to a person that very much, I'm feeling a friend and romantic vibe. Needless to say, no matter what, this connection was, even if it wasn't romantic, it was deep enough to where it was like being in a relationship with a best friend. This feels like it was a romantic connection with a best friend, and I mean it in that exact way. This must be somebody who maybe they had some romantic, intimate moments together, but they were default best friends, really. And this person was holding them back. From more than just you. What am I protecting? What is this person bringing in my life? See, I'm totally in your person's mind right now. This person was oh my God, this person was in love with your person. There was a friend or a dynamic of somebody, maybe they had hooked up a couple of times, but then went back to being just friends, and that person was in love with you. Psychic protection outwards. There was somebody on, okay, with the Tangle Partner effect, you both had to do this. Both of you had a friend that you had in the past either at least had some form of exchange of sexual desires or some form of intimacy. And then it went back to just being like cordial or just like, you know, hey, that was a fun night or whatever, but we're friends. And that's probably the best way for it to be. Both of you had an individual that was trying to psychologically attack the other. Well, both of you have shed that person. Archangel Michael was protecting both of you from these psychic attacks. They want you to know that by owning and seeing the bigger picture together, these individuals have absolutely no strength, no power, no influence in your life anymore. Because you don't entertain them. When we give people chance after chance after chance, we put up barriers when you're supposed to exile them, it will lead to leaks. It will lead to cracks. But now, you don't give people second chances that aren't deserving of it. You are more than ready for answers. You're ready for the whole pot. You're ready for the spice, the hot sauce, everything. Because this person's charging head first, just like you do. They're like, all right, okay, the best, like you're always a person that's like, this is my truth. I'm going for it. No doubts. They're like, that's the best way. Okay, I'm going to do this for you now. This person's charging in and explaining their feelings for you. That they have been wounded, but they're tired of not doing, what's best for them. They've let go, and you have let go of not only people, but of substances. There's been some form of like upgrade. There's been some form of physical upgrade. You've inspired them in some form. You could have used to have a substance abuse issue. You probably used to have a substance abuse issue, and that can be more than just one thing. That can be alcohol. That can be another form of a drug. That could be a sex addiction. That could be a lot of different things. But you've inspired them to release this. I see the hand grabbing for the bottle. I see the hand grabbing for what used to give them inspiration. You've awakened their mind to what was distracting them, and that when they did have if there was a gambling issue, if it was a drinking issue, if it was something more extreme, less extreme, however that resonates, they no longer look for that for clarity. Their creative block, they feel like they're kind of in a creative block until they bring you this movement. They're wondering if you still see them as a healthy part of your life. See, the truth is you wouldn't have been healthy together then. But now is different. So it's basically Spirit saying just continue to focus. The more you focus on your health, taking care of your body, working out, eating correctly, staying hydrated, also still allowing yourself to enjoy food, enjoy sleeping, enjoy resting, and make sure you're doing a balance of everything. Remember, part of healing, a lot of you here need to remember this. What builds muscle mentally and physically is rest. When you're going around, when you're dealing with this, dealing with that, and you're doing mental tears in your brain, think about that as the same you would when you're in a gym with your muscles. You're tearing. And then when you go home, when you go to bed, when you're resting, that's when actually everything's building and repairing. That's meditation for your mind. A lot of you here have been moving and expressing and continue to do that. This divine connection, because you let it go, because you stated, hey, if it's not what's serving me, I can love this person from afar. You did that a long time ago. And because you've actually continued forward, you've had other relationships, you've had other dynamics. There's this full circle effect. So continue forward. This holiday season is going to be more than one to remember. It's a staple. Alright, that's what I got for y'all today. Alrighty? Alrighty. Let's get it.